Hi, I'm Frankie, and in this video, I'm going to share with you what Azure API Management revisions are, how they work, and how you can use them. This series is based on the Azure API Management hands-on lab. If you want to follow along or do it on your own, you can find a link to it in the description. Revisions in Azure API Management are a way to make changes to an existing API in a safe and controlled manner. When you use revisions with an API, you can make changes without developers ever knowing. You can choose to publish information on your revisions where your developers can see updates and changes via a changelog on the developer portal. And it's easy to roll back to older versions of an API if you need to. Revisions are not to be confused with versioning. When I worked at Microsoft, it wasn't uncommon for customers to be confused about what versionings and revisions were. Revisions are meant for when you're making changes to an API that won't introduce breaking changes. API consumers never need to know when those revisions occur, and you can publish them anytime. And you can make changes from new revisions the default for all API consumers without them knowing. You can also test revisions ahead of time before making them current. Let's add revisions to one of our APIs. Coming over to APIs, the APIs page, I'll come down to our Star Wars API that has multiple versions, and I want to make a second revision to version number 2. I can do this by going to revisions and hitting add a revision, or I could go to the 3 dots and hit add a revision. I'll call this my first revision, and I'll save it. In this revisions page, I have 2 revisions listed. I have my current revision, and I also have the new revision that I just made. I can see that my new revision is online, but it's not current right now. If I want to promote it to be current, I can select these 3 dots and hit Make Current. Before we do that, let's make a change to our new revision. There's also a bar up here to show you the revisions that you're currently on, and I can switch my revisions with this dropdown. I'll come over to Design, and under All Operations, under Outbound section, I'll set a header. Let's call this header revision. And our value will be the revision number we're on. For us, right now, this is revision number 2. I'll save this. And if we make a test and call this, we can see our new header that we just added. Something to point out when you're testing revisions that are not current is that you see this semicolon with this rev equals 2. When you're testing a URL that has a semicolon like this in it, the tools you may be using may struggle to parse the query parameters as part of your API. Keep this in mind depending on the way you're structuring your APIs, because it could make testing revisions a challenge for you. As a logged in user on the developer portal, let's test the V2 Star Wars API. Then, as an administrator, we'll promote the second revision to be the current revision, and we'll test the API again. The API consumer won't know the difference, but they will see the new header that we've included in that second revision. So as a user, we'll make a request. And because we're using the current version, our custom header is not found here. Back in the Azure portal, let's promote our second revision. I'll come over to the 3 dots. I'll make this revision current. I will post a change. I'll publish this change so developers can see it. And now back in the developer portal, first I'll see the changelog that exists, and I see the new revision header that was added. And then we'll try this API, and we should see our new custom header. And sure enough, we do. If something goes wrong with one of your new revisions, you always have the option to roll back to a past revision. I can make this revision number 1 current and choose to post a change if I wanted to roll back to that old revision. This should help you get started using revisions in Azure API Management. If this video was helpful for you, please like it and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. And if you missed any of the past Azure API Management videos I've put together, you can find some of those here. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.